All right, Marco, let's get right back to it here. Now, you deal with certainly entertainers, celebrities, and high-profile people, but some of your sellers may not be in ideal positions. So what do you do then?
If you're a seller of a property and you're going through a hard time, or through difficult times in your life, obviously you want to keep it as confidential as possible. You want to keep the transaction as smooth as possible, and you don't want to have to worry. You don't have to think, are we going to close or are we not going to close? You know that once we agree on a price, we're going to close on the date of your choice. There's no contingencies. We're not going to try to back out of it. If we agree on a price, that's the price you're going to get. That's the bottom line. And then you can move on to whatever you want to move on to. So whatever your situation is that you want to go on to, you can. You can move on with your life.
And discretion is key with your company.
Absolutely.
Okay. But let me just reiterate again that I don't need a real estate agent to transact with you.
Absolutely not. And in fact, you save a commission. So instead of having some fees taken off at closing, you of course have normal closing costs like any other transaction. We would have our closing costs, you would have your closing costs.
Right.
But other than that, that's the only cost that'd be involved.
Now, what do you mean by fair price exactly, and how do you go about determining what is the fair price?
Well, fair price is what we agree on. If you want $5 million for a $4 million property, that's not a fair price to us. If you want $1 million for a $4 million property, that's not necessarily a fair price to you. So we need to figure out a happy medium between both, where it meets our criteria, where we can actually generate a profit after closing on it, and it meets your criteria that you have the cash, or you've taken care of the problem that needs to be taken care of, so you can move on with your life and have a good, clean, safe transaction where we just can do business in the future if you choose to do business with us again.
Right. Cool. Now, do you prefer that homes be furnished or unfurnished, or what's your preference?
We prefer, of course, furnished if that's possible.
Right.
But sometimes, one man's treasure is another man's trash.
Yeah.
So sometimes someone thinks the furniture is great, it's not so great. Sometimes we think it's great and it's not so great. So depending on where your property is, the location of the property, the condition of the furniture and the property will really depend on that, on the decision at that point. So if you want to sell it furnished, that's great. If you want to sell it completely vacant, that's great. If you just want to take your tidy-whities and go, that's fine as well. So whatever you want to do with it is fine with us.
Perfect. So who actually closes on the transaction? Like, how does the closing work?
Closing, we pick a title company, attorney, or escrow company, depending on which state or jurisdiction we're in the world.
Right.
And we close on it on the date of your choice. It's
Okay.
that simple.
Let me play a little bit of devil's advocate
Sure.
with you, if I might. How do I know, as a seller, that I can trust you?
Well, of course.
Well,
Well, number one is, if we don't do what we say we're going to do, you're not going to get a closing no matter what.
Right.
So if you don't trust us, then don't do business with us, number one.
Yeah.
You can always go on the website and see what we do and how we do things. It explains exactly what we do and how we do things. I believe the website is at the bottom of the screen, that you can see your local affiliate on the website.
Right.
And we do what we do and we say what we're going to do. And that's how we've built our reputation over the last 12 years.
This is very interesting to me because I didn't know that anything like this existed until I had you on the show today. So when did you decide that this was an untapped area of real estate?
12 years ago.
Yeah.
12 years ago, I co-founded the Luxury Homes Group, and we've been going ever since. We started very small in Florida, and then we went out to the entire U.S., and then we expanded to the world. So it's been a very interesting ride, and met some very fascinating people along the way, and we've helped a lot of people as well. People that have had their house on the market for year after year, month after month, and with promises from agents that it's going to sell, they keep dropping the price, and their margins keep going down. It's really not fair to the seller. If you have a house for sale and you want to sell it now, and it's a luxury property, historically, high-end properties stay on the market for longer periods of time. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. We're buyers. We can resell it very quickly because we have a very responsive list. So we both win. You get a quick transaction. We get a property that we can help someone else get into, and we can help you as well getting the price that you want.
So if I have a property and let's say I want to close it in 3 days, something like that is absolutely possible?
It's not a problem as long as you have the money to back it up, and we do.
Right. That's just amazing to me because I've been through the whole house selling thing.
It can be difficult. It can be a headache.
Yeah.
Will the house sell? Will it not sell? It was at the right price. How long will it stay on the market? And then once I close on it, then I have to find another house, or I can't relocate till I sell my house, or I'm making 2 house payments because I've had to leave this one and go to another one. The relocation company or my company is only paying for a certain amount of expenses.
Right.
Now the economy changes. My house is upside down. There's all these different situations that happen, or you want to retire. I want to see my grandkids, whatever the situation is,
Yeah.
we can deal with whatever it is, and we're looking to solve your problem to get to where you want to go faster. So we're really both winning in the situation.
Has literally every client that you've dealt with come to you and said, I can't believe the stress that you just took out of my life?
Absolutely, most do.
Yeah.
Most do. Some are not interested. No, some are not stressed at all. Some are just looking to have a fair price.
Right.
Some are quite stressed and say, you know what, I really need this property gone as quickly as possible. So we've closed in as little as 48 hours. That was an unusual case, but usually within 3 to 5 days we can close if necessary. But most people want 30 days to move anyway. So
Yeah, exactly.
we can close at any time. It really doesn't matter.
So again, in a transaction, if I want to get rid of my house, it's just you, me, an attorney, an escrow company, and that's it.
That's it.
That's how it works.
We're all a happy family.
What a big happy family. Okay, so how do people find you? How do people?
Well, they can go online and take a look at the website. That's to see their local affiliate.
Okay.
We have hundreds of affiliates around the world, and each affiliate operates independently, is certified by the Luxury Homes Group as an affiliate.
Okay.
And once they're an affiliate, they tap into our network of, we have a network of agents, of a whole bunch of different real estate related people.
Okay.
And once they're affiliate with the Luxury Homes Group, they're trustworthy people to deal with.
Perfect. We're going to take another break.
Okay.
So don't go anywhere.
I'm not.
All right, and here is how you can contact the Luxury Homes Group representative in your area. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.